Hi everyone, welcome to Women Talk. I'm Patrice, your host, and this is my guest, Lisa.
Hi everyone.
So we were supposed to have Gazelle, which is Sharice, depending on how you know her name by on Facebook, but she had a family emergency today, so she would not be able to make it. But she definitely will be on the next show or the show after that, whatever. But I'm actually kind of excited because I did not know Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa is an extraordinary woman. It's my first time actually meeting her in person. She is my Facebook friend on Facebook, whatever. So it's gonna be nice, a little personal with her, and I'm excited that you're here today. So thank you.
I'm excited too. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Our first time getting to know each other.
I know, and she's so cute. Like, she's so cute. And the first time I met her, well, when I was asking you questions, I thought that she was Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
What was this?
Everyone
Puerto
thinks
Rican?
that. Yep.
Okay.
Hispanic. Everyone thinks
Yep.
that. They're like, "What are you? You're something." And I'm like, "What does that even mean?"
She's
But
mixed.
no, I'm mixed.
Yeah.
African American, Irish. Believe it or not.
Which is so cool. That's my daughter.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's amazing. So today on Women Talk, we are in the brand new studio. It is called S.W. Joyce. Sarah, I tag her a lot on my Facebook page. She actually owns this studio. She's a photographer. She is a dope, cool, extraordinary woman. She's actually taking care of her 3 kids. So she is a mom, a wife, and she owns a studio. She's amazing. If you go onto her studio on the Sarah's page, I will tag her on this post later. If you go onto her page, you can follow her show.
You know.
You know.
what I mean.
You can follow her studio, her Facebook page, whatever you want to call
It's a
it.
really nice studio.
Yes,
It
it's
is.
beautiful. She offers so much things. It's not really painted with a twist, but she does something which is group photography, group art, group everything. You can come, you can drink a little wine, whatever you want to do with your friends. She offers art classes for children too as well. And I'm going to post a whole list of the things that this studio offers. You can rent the space as well if you would like to. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. I would tag you, Sarah. I would tag her in this so she can get everything going for herself. I mean, she's amazing. She has been at the studio for 2 years. This has been a Paul King.
Yes.
She
a
broke
policy
it
before.
down. broke it down.
And then abandoned for a while
Yeah.
too. So she had a lot of work to do.
Yes, she saw it and she visioned it and she made it come to life. So Sarah, I will tag you. Everyone else can see it. You can come. You can enjoy. You can sit in on the show if you want to, a little behind scenes, and enjoy the show live, up close and personal. So, anyways, let's get to know Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie is on Facebook. What's your last name, Lisa?
Newcomb.
Newcomb?
Mm-hmm.
Newcomb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But she's on Facebook as Lisa Marie? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just for work.
Just for work.
You know.
People
Yeah,
do
but-
that. Is it because you don't want people to...
It's because the field I work in is counseling and mental health and
Yeah.
things like that. Just the population I work with, I just try to
Okay.
kind of lay low a little bit on social media.
Okay.
You know.
You do. You kind of are low on it.
I'm
I'm not
low.
low.
Okay.
I'm bright and loud about it. So, Lisa, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Do you have any kids? Everything like that?
Yeah. So I do not have any kids. I'm 26 years old. I just graduated actually from SU in May. I was graduated doing social work.
Okay.
I chose that field. I kind of went to college late, you know, because
What's late?
late in terms of what society would say is late.
Okay.
You know, I don't believe in like, oh, it's too late to do something. It's
Yeah.
never too late to do something. But I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I think life kind of led me to my calling,
Okay.
so to speak. So I went to OCC for a few years when I was 22. Got a scholarship from there. Then I went to SU, and social work. I always wanted to be a therapist,
Okay.
but I chose social work because there's so much that you can do with that.
Okay.
You know,
So, was social work your calling? Is
Yeah.
that what? Okay.
Yeah, I'd actually say that once I started working with people, I'd like to say I'm kind of the friend that everyone goes to.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know.
that's good.
And when I had an internship, I was working in substance abuse, and she was like, "You are amazing with people. You work really well with people.
Okay.
Being on time isn't my specialty, but
I mean, that's a lot of people's
Yeah.
specialty. You started a little late. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
But that's fine.
But yeah, that's something that I really enjoy, and I hope one day to get my license and have my own practice. It's
Okay.
a goal.
So right now, currently, what position do you have?
I'm a case manager
Okay.
currently.
Okay.
So that means that I was a counselor, substance abuse counselor for a while. I decided substance abuse isn't necessarily where I wanted to stay.
Why was that?
It's heartbreaking.
Is it? Okay.
It is. It's really heartbreaking. A lot of burnout in that field. I loved it, but I couldn't see myself in that long term.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I'll do a little bit of case management. And that's what I love about social work. You can switch it up,
Okay.
you know, so much. So I started doing case management, working with people who have pending charges, who do have substance use, mental health, like everything under the sun.
So I did do a show on mental health twice.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things about the mental health that I wanted to talk to you was, do you mostly work with women or men in that area?
I work with both.
Okay.
Yeah, women and men, all adults. I have yet to work with children. I would like to. I'd like to have a foster home one day. I really want to do that.
Okay. So why do you want to do that? That is so cute.
Yeah. Well, that kind of stems back. I can't conceive on my own.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. There's nothing to be sorry about. I think everyone. Sometimes we don't understand why things happen.
Yeah.
And we think that it's a punishment and God's punishing us. But sometimes things happen so that you can pursue what your purpose may be in life.
Exactly. God placed you there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe I tell myself that to feel better. Who
Yeah.
knows? But I think there's just so many children out there that do not have a loving home.
Yeah.
And if you can provide that, then why not?
Okay. So let's get a little bit deeper into this.
Yeah.
What is the condition that made you not be able to conceive?
So I have an autoimmune disorder, and autoimmune, in short, kind of means that your body attacks itself.
Okay.
Decided to attack my ovaries,
Yeah.
and I cannot have children. I can carry children, I just can't conceive them on my own. And that's something that I found out when I was 15.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So, especially at a young age, even at that point,
Yeah.
you have this vision of your world at 15. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get married when I'm 25.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have like 5 babies, which is not like
Picket fence and
yes.
this house and
I'm gonna have the best job. You know, at 25. So,
right.
how did that make you feel at the age of 15, knowing that you wouldn't be able to have children?
Then it didn't affect me so much. I
Okay.
was more just physically it affected me a lot.
Okay.
But emotionally it was like, oh well, that kind of sucks, but I couldn't fully grasp what that would mean
Yeah.
until I got older.
Yeah.
And then I got into a serious relationship.
You're like, okay, I love you. And we're
Yeah.
gonna have babies.
Yeah, and then and then having, and guys do that, I want you to have my baby.
Yeah.
I just met you. You don't even
They
know
do
me.
that. They want to marry you too.
Yeah, you don't even know me. You want me to have your baby. And like for most women, we can laugh it off or whatever. But for me, someone says that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
we gotta have that talk.
Okay.
And I had a long-term relationship where at first it was, it doesn't matter, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's really hard to kind of have that conversation. And I think when some people initially are in love,
Mm-hmm.
they think, it doesn't matter, it's good, we'll work it out. And then
Yeah.
as the years goes on, they think, man, this is what I love, but will we have a family together? So that's when it really hit me.
Yeah.
I would say like early 20s, that's when
Okay.
it hit me.
It's so funny because you say early 20s and you're 26. But
I know. I would say like 20, that's when I
Yeah.
stared to get into like a serious relationship.
Yeah.
21, 22.
Yeah. Well, to
Yeah.
me, I mean, I'm 32, so that's why I feel like, yeah. 32.
You know that.
Oh, thank you. So, when you said it affected you physically, what
Yeah.
does that do to you physically?
So it's hormonal.
Okay.
I hate to even say it's like menopause
Okay.
at 15.
Oh.
And I know we've all heard of like older women, hot flashes,
Yeah.
and the mood swings, and depression came along with it.
Yeah.
Because when your hormones are low and all a mess, it was just a lot of depression, a lot of low energy, low mood. And I think more so my friends, no one understood. I don't have anyone that really can grasp the fact that you can't have children.
Unless they are literally going through it.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't know anyone like that. So if it's not a terminal illness,
Mhm.
which I'm so thankful for, and that's what makes me think, this is nothing. I'll
yes.
be fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is.
Yeah.
And if it's not something like that, everyone thinks, you're good, you're fine, you'll be fine.
I don't like when people do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing as you don't know what someone's going through. You can say, okay, you're fine. And I know they don't mean any harm,
Yeah.
but say, okay, so but how are you feeling today? How are you
Yeah.
mentally because of it?
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. And I think with any kind of like trauma or something, and I tell my one friend this, she's always like, well, at least I'm not this person, or at least I don't have this, or
Yeah.
at least I don't do that.
Everyone's battle's different.
Exactly.
Everyone handles things differently. You're like, oh, I mean, it could be worse. Let you say that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say, listen, girl, it could be worse. I don't know your story. I
Yeah.
don't know how you feel when you lay your head down at night.
Yeah.
So, one question I did have is, why and how did you take yourself from a dark, depressive state to being where you are now? So how did that all come together for you?
I would say I've had a lot of love and support around me, and
Okay.
I'm so thankful for that. My friends, my family, although they can't fully understand, they try to understand.
Okay.
I have friends that have depression. They may not have the same disorder that I do, but depression is very common.
Yes.
And even if it's not like a diagnosed clinical depression, we all go through something.
Yes.
So we can all relate to one another
Yes.
in some way.
Yeah.
So I've definitely had a lot of support around me. In previous relationships, I've had someone that in the beginning wasn't very understanding, but grew to understand, wanted to understand, and I think that's so important.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so important. It's like, I don't get it, I don't understand, but help me
Yes.
understand.
Yeah.
A lot of years of counseling and therapy myself.
It's
You
crazy
know.
because you're so young, but you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Which this is why you're so beautiful. I feel like when most women, they're like, okay, I'm going through this, and they shut down just a little bit, and
Yeah.
they feel like they can't make it that far. Your friends, the people you're around, should need to be supportive.
Yeah.
So when you went to school, and you were like, okay, this is not for me,
Mm-hmm.
and you went to be a social worker, how did that make you feel? Is it less money for you? Like, how is that?
I believe that if I was told so much, especially
Yeah.
with my dad. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer, go to Lemoyne, political science, you need to be a lawyer.
They
Because you
need-
argue all the time. So you need to be
We're
a lawyer.
women.
Exactly. So I went for that. I said, this is not for me. I know, ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to help people, but not in what capacity. So when I got, like I said, I was like 22 years old, and yeah, that's not
Yeah.
all. But when you're sitting in a classroom with a 17, 18-year-old that just graduated,
I get
there's
you.
a huge gap,
Yeah.
you know? But it was just, this is something that I want to do. And yeah, a lot of people say, you're not going to make money in this field. That's not true.
I don't like when people do that.
That's not true.
It's not about money.
It's not. It's not. But if I do want to make enough money, I will find a way. There's always a way. And I've had offers $50,000 a year. I've had
Yeah.
offers where it's most are less than that,
Yeah.
$38,000 a year. It's not much money. But I would rather go home as long as my family, future family, and I am taken care of,
Yeah.
and I feel fulfilled at the end of the day.
That's all
it.
that matters.
I'd rather do that than to be like someone who's an accountant is one of the highest suicide rates.
My friend is an accountant, and
Yeah.
me and her talked about, we're talking about passion. So that's why I came up with the 2020 vision board.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other
So
reasons
glad I
for
missed
that.
that.
I know, that was such a good show. And one of the reasons I came up with that show is because me and her were talking, and she's an accountant.
Yeah.
And she's like, my job, I feel like I just don't get anything out of it. And all this other stuff, she's like, but that's not my passion.
Yeah.
So I'm breaking it down. What's your passion? You know what I mean? What do you want to do? What's the steps that you want to take it on? And how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
And a lot of it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think because a lot of people don't ask those questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go ahead, keep going.
I think because we're driven by you need to make money,
Yes.
make money, make
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
That's not a life. We're not here very long.
No.
And that's not a life I want to live. And no one asks those questions, so we don't take the time to get to know who we are. What
Yeah.
do I enjoy? That's so important.
Yeah.
Is to take that time and say, what do I like? What do
What
I
do you like, Lisa? What do you enjoy? I know you love being a social worker, but other than that, what are the things that you are passionate about?
Oh,
Have you figured out your passion?
Although,
I mean, social work is a passion. Let me
Yeah.
not say that, because you don't have to have a passion of photography to be an artist, to be a business
Yeah.
owner, or anything like that. Your passion could be the job, the career that you choose.
yeah.
Okay.
I definitely say my job is number one,
Uh-huh.
or what I do for a living is number one. Outside of that, my passions would be writing. I love to write.
Oh my God, you do?
I love to
Okay,
write.
poetry. What do you write?
I journal.
Okay.
I write stories.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and I think the key too is people think that if you don't put your work out, you're not an artist. You're
Yeah.
not a writer. You're not.
That's true.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. It's
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
If you choose to share it, that's fine. But music's my passion. I love music.
Wait,
I love
okay.
to sing.
Oh my God.
I'm not the greatest singer. I
Really?
didn't say that.
But it doesn't. I'm not the greatest. I mean, I love singing, but I can't. But you do like to sing?
I love to sing. Yeah.
Oh, she is so dope. Like, you're so dope. Okay, who's your favorite artist? I cannot believe you. Okay, when you're home at night, do you just sing by yourself?
All by myself.
Okay, so who's your favorite
Shout out
artist?
to my roommate Gina, who's probably like, shut up. Who hears me in the next room? We both blast our music.
Yeah.
I would, oh God. Right now,
Mhm.
and I'm probably gonna butcher her name.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Is Snow and Angel, I don't know how you say her last name.
Mangchin is my intern. She's
You know
in the
what
back.
I'm saying?
Mangchin, how do you
Is
say
it Algera?
I think so.
Snow
it's SNOH.
Snow Algera. She's Iran.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
She's Iranian.
Beautiful voice.
Not Irish, she's
Okay.
Iran. She's from
Beautiful
Iran.
songs.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look her up.
You'll love it.
Because I love a beautiful voice.
Yeah, beautiful voice. Janae, always.
Yes. Yep.
Always. She's been on her. She not been playing. I don't know. Big Sean's doing her lately,
Yeah,
but
We
she's
know why.
good
We
too.
saw the post. Okay, yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, like R&B, soul,
Okay.
jazz, all of that. I really enjoy.
That I love. I'm like, well, Mangchin follows me on Instagram, but I love rock.
Yeah. Really?
I love, yes.
Okay.
I be at the gym talking so by myself all the time.
Running.
I don't even care if people see it. I love R&B. My favorite artist is Beyonce.
Yeah.
I love a lot of old school. I feel like the old school things kind of hit you a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you know how to sing. So have you ever took singing lessons?
I did. I actually did at Lemoyne for a little while.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did at Lemoyne. I did privately, and then I did like just the chorus and stuff at school.
Yeah. Okay.
And I feel like I used to be able to sing a little bit back then.
Yeah.
But now I can't. It's just something I enjoy, and I think everyone. It might sound a little crazy,
Yeah.
but sing, dance in front of the mirror, dance around the house,
Naked
all
if
of
you
it.
want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Feel yourself. Throw
Yeah.
some heels on.
I do that
whatever.
all the time. I
Uh-huh.
would have like some wine by myself, and I put on my favorite music. I clean, or I just be sitting there drinking, and I take pictures of myself.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, if you see me with just pictures of myself, because I'm drinking my wine, listening to music, and I'm vibing by myself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that boosts your confidence.
It does.
feels good. It's an expression.
Yeah, it makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so we're gonna go back to being a social worker and mental health.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're talking about dancing and all this other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what mental health advice can you give to a lot of women?
Oh,
Because you
women.
have been to that point where you have been depressed from your condition and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely say to reach out. Always reach out. I think more with men, it's the pride,
Yeah.
and their conditions that you gotta man up.
Yeah.
You can't ask for help, and
Yes.
if you ask for help, you're weak. But with women too, you gotta reach out to a friend. You gotta talk about it. And even for a while lately, I've been just kind of like, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
I bring her up a lot because we're very close. But
Yeah.
she's, Lisa, something's not right. You're
Yeah.
going in your room a lot. You're sleeping a lot. What's going on? No, I'm good. I can handle it. Women, you gotta take care of the children.
Mhm.
You gotta work. Maybe
Yeah.
you got a man at home. Maybe you taking care of your parents. So much going on.
Yeah.
And there's this idea that we can just handle so much.
Yeah. We're
so
supposed
strong.
to. Yes.
Yeah, it's our role.
Yeah.
And it's okay to go ask for help. It's okay to see a therapist. All of that.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend that. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me because I want to go talk to someone.
No. And how important do you think it is if, say, if I want to go and talk to, there's a lot of people who actually hit me up on social media, and
Yeah.
they're like one of the ladies that actually follows me on Facebook, she asked me yesterday, and she was like, I want to go and have a cup of coffee with you and talk and ask for advice.
Yeah.
That to me made my day.
Yeah.
If you are I don't know what she's going through. I don't know if she's going through anything. But if you are going through anything, it's very important to find someone you feel comfortable with that you can trust to talk to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that you go to a doctor's office. It
Yeah.
could be a friend. It can be someone you follow on social media, someone you're more comfortable with. Anyone.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Yeah.
Those people are out there. You
Yeah.
know, and I think there's a lack of. And that's one thing I think when we were talking a little bit, I told you I would love to have a wellness center one day where there's a diverse.
So when I asked you about your passion, that was part of it. I wanted to get into that.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, what you said. So Lisa, before we started the show, I wanted to know a little bit about her because I didn't know anything about her. And you do want to open up a wellness center.
Yeah.
So your wellness center would consist of what?
I would like to, like I said, I want to get licensed. A licensed master's of social worker is a mental health professional.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people see social work, they think child protective services.
Yes, that's the first thing.
And there's so much more than that.
Yeah.
A licensed social worker is the same as a psychologist and everything. We can diagnose, we can treat.
Yeah.
So I would like to have that, but I would like to have a space where you can come and we have people that offer fitness classes or yoga classes, meditation.
That's what you want.
Yeah, there's art therapy, and I have friends that do all of these things. So
I wish Sharice was here.
Me too, girl.
Because when you said that, I think she does like meditation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is
and
so
the art
cool.
too.
Yeah.
The art therapy, you do not have to be, like we said earlier, some artist that puts all their artwork and it's perfect.
Yes.
Any form of expression is going to be helpful for your mental health.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have something like that, fitness classes, yoga classes, therapy. And therapy that's offered on a broad spectrum. I want male therapists.
Okay.
I want different races.
Yes.
I want, because that's important.
It's so. How important is it for, say, especially you're mixed. So,
Yeah.
how important is it for a black male or a black female or an Asian male or female, someone Indian, I don't know, Native American, Mexican, whatever you want to call it. I feel like it's very important for them to have someone that's, a minority where they can go up and talk to them.
And actually feel understood.
Yes.
And I've had people because most people would never guess that I'm black.
No.
Most people would never guess that I'm black. I
Yeah.
come from a black woman, and I'm the lightest one in the family. They picked on me for
My
it.
daughter,
Yeah, but even your daughter, look, she looks mixed.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
got the light end of the stick, okay?
When she straightens her hair, because her
Uh-huh.
skin is paler, when she's in the summertime, she tans.
Yeah.
I mean, not like a good tan, but she goldens. Like,
Yeah.
But when her hair is straight, I just like, what?
Right.
I'm like, what? But keep going. So.
Because that's what I said. My father was Irish, my mother's African American, and he wasn't around, so my whole entire family is African American.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes
So
sense.
I'm just like I've had like, oh, who's your daughter's friend? Who's your friend? I'm like, that's my mom. What do you mean? Like,
whenever I'm with like my daughter's friends and her friend would be black and she's around, and we are walking around, I go, people most likely think this little black girl is my child and my daughter's the front because she doesn't look like she could be my child. Her dad's Irish, just like your dad, and he's Irish and German.
Yeah.
And she looks like a spitting image of him.
Yeah.
And she burns sad.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't burn look, I get nice and golden and
Yeah.
stuff and everything. But, it's not to like get off topic or
Yeah.
anything, but I'm grateful for having both kind of sides.
Yes.
I'm very grateful for
Yeah.
that. But when it comes to counseling, I've had black males come in and they look at me and guard is up.
That's
Guard
sad.
is up.
That's sad. Yeah.
Until it does come out in any kind of conversation, because I think it's helpful for them to know.
It
Guard
is.
comes down a little bit. Okay, you're not against me.
Yeah.
It's very true. They come and they think it's a white woman.
Yeah.
She's against me. She can't help me. She doesn't understand me.
Yeah.
She's like everyone else, and I've been very as understanding as I could be of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's important. We really lack a diversity in our mental health community. We really lack that here.
So
There's not many.
with your wellness center, you're going to bring more to that, which would be amazing. What
Yeah.
side of town do you think that you're putting on? Because you're one in Syracuse or?
I would want it in Syracuse. I do want to move one day.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
want to move one day. I'm sorry.
I need the sun.
I've been struggling. I need sunshine.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that we can't have something here and have
Exactly.
something there and there.
You can do it all over.
Yeah, we could. So if I'm still here, I take care of my dad.
Okay.
He's got Parkinson's, so I
Wow.
don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
Okay.
So if
She is so amazing. I don't mean to interrupt, but that's amazing. Okay, keep going.
But if it was here, I don't really know what side of town it would be on. I've lived all over. I lived in North Syracuse. The past probably 5 years, I lived on the south side of Syracuse.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of need over there.
Yeah, that's what I was
To be honest
thinking.
with you.
Especially if you
Yeah,
want
in the
people to
city.
be able to make it where you are, because a lot of people on the south side, a lot of them catch buses.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to say that like in a rude way or anything like that.
No,
Just because
it's
I work on the southwest, whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
and a lot of our parents walk or catch bus.
Yeah.
So if they need a therapist, say if it's cold or
Yeah.
at least they're close.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
We need something that's accessible, something that's affordable,
Yes.
and that's a key too.
You are amazing.
I told her I was humble, and she's over here giving me all these
So,
compliments.
no, you aren't. So, one thing why I did the Extraordinary Women show is because a lot of women are humble, or they feel like they can't talk about themselves because they're like, you're confident, stuff like that. Not confident, cocky.
Mhm.
You're too cocky to talk about yourself. No, if a woman who has done a lot, been through a lot, and wants a lot, and she has accomplished a lot, she started from the bottom to up, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. It is okay to be humble, but it's also okay to gloat. It's okay to say, I am dope, I am the shit, and I love myself, and everything it's okay to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
And if those people around you think that you're cocky, it's because they have issues with themselves.
Yeah. And I always like to say, don't let other people dim your light.
No.
You know what
yes.
I mean? Because there's gonna be people who are looking, and if they're looking at you sideways when you're doing that, those probably aren't people you need to be around.
Exactly.
But there are other women who be like, I like her. I'm
Yep.
inspired by her.
Yep.
I'm motivated by her.
Yep.
That's important.
So, like you said, when you look at another woman, you should be inspired by her, and that's exactly how it should be. I would never. Excuse me. Go on. I would never look at another woman and just start hating on her for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, girl, you bad. I love you. That's how I want to be. I want to take a little piece of each woman and, put shine on her and say, this is something maybe I can improve on myself. It doesn't make you any less dope. It doesn't make you any less amazing. It doesn't make you any less of a woman to appreciate another woman or to even talk about yourself.
Yeah, we can
So,
all win.
Yes, we can all win. I love that. That was good. So another question I have on for Lisa is she has been through this where she cannot carry a child, but
I can't carry a child. I can't
Okay.
conceive a child.
okay, so she can carry a child, she can't conceive a child. Okay,
Which means it's a little. You get what I
explain
mean.
it.
Oh.
Okay.
So it means that I'm gonna own it. I do not produce eggs.
Okay.
So I cannot biologically conceive a child.
Okay.
But through in vitro, if a woman donated her eggs,
Okay.
and whoever I'm with, that I can carry the child.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know if that's what I want to do.
Okay.
A little mentally, that's a very mentally and emotionally draining process. It
Yes.
doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So I'd be okay with that. And that's who
Okay.
I am. And, in relationships, I will tell people up front. And I'll say it just like this. This is who I am. This is what I come with.
Okay.
And if and I say it early on before we fall in love with each other, and
In that first couple
but
weeks.
I'm the first day.
Yeah. She's like, trust me, the day he's gonna fall in love with me today.
But I tell them that, and I'm like, if you want to walk away, I don't take that personally.
Yes.
That's someone's future.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people, the woman they're in love with, they want to have a child with, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But it gets sad.
So how has dating been for you for that? Wait. Take the simple one. So Lisa Marie, are you single or are you taken? How?
I am off the market. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
I'm off the market.
Okay, how's that? And how has dating life been for you? Before you met this guy, we're gonna get up on this. Okay, so before
We're not gonna get up. We're not gonna get up on that. She thinks we're gonna get up on that.
I don't know. We're gonna try to sneak it in.
I was in a relationship from 19 to 26.
Okay.
I have nothing bad to say. It was a relationship where we were children when we met and adults when it ended. And there's a lot of growth between those years.
Yeah. I was with my daughter's father from when I was 17 till I was 24.
Yeah.
So I know what you felt.
Yeah, we grew into different people. A lot happened in those years. In terms of the fertility issues, I presented that early on. But at 19, you tell a 19-year-old kid, I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
You tell them that, and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter, I don't care, I love you. And then 2 years go by, and it's like, okay, we're thinking long term, we're thinking marriage. He actually ended the relationship over it. Yeah, and
Wow.
it was, you know, it was hard. That was the first time that fertility ever really impacted me.
Yeah.
And it was, you can't give me what I want. That's the way that it was presented.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
And it's not because he didn't love you, it's because he realized as you guys
Yeah.
grew up, I don't know the situation, obviously,
Yeah.
but as you guys grew up, he's like, oh wait, I do want children.
Yeah, and I knew when it hit. We were all with my family. And my cousin was like, hey, Phil, do you want kids or whatever? And he's like, I want 6 kids. And I'm like, now you know damn well.
I can't even do one, and you want 6. We could adopt.
You want 6 adopted kids? Like, what do you want to do? Like, even if I do, like, physically carry a kid, I'm not going to go through that 6 times. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
First of all, that's something that's a whole nother topic. That's something I would like to change a little bit, too. It's a lot of money.
Yes, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, like in vitro costs so much money. If you don't have good insurance, it's that people put loans against their house trying to have kids. You know, so it
That's so
affected.
sad.
But he came back.
Of course.
So he came back like, it doesn't matter. I love you. I want to be with you. We'll work this out. And the only reason that we split was just we grew into different people and
Okay.
a lot had happened.
Okay. So, were you happy now with your new relationship? Because you're off the market.
I just said I wasn't dating.
Oh. Okay, so you didn't talk.
Okay, I'm off the market.
Okay.
You wouldn't get me in trouble.
I don't know. Does he follow me? Is he gonna watch this?
Yes, he does.
Oh, wait, he follows me.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, you're not gonna tell me? Wait, you tell me after? Okay, she's gonna tell me. Give it. We're gonna have to look it up because I'm bad with names. We're gonna have to look it up on Facebook when we're done because I don't.
You better get me in trouble.
He doesn't know.
I don't know his future.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I gotta see him. I need face because I'm so bad with names. It's horrible. So I've been trying to date.
How's it gonna go? I've been following that. You weren't dating for a while.
Yeah, and then I decided to go on a date with a guy, and it was weird because I miss him at this current moment, and we're going on our second. Yeah, I know.
She misses you.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna go Axstone on Friday, and we went to did a movie night, dinner and movie on Monday, and
Bad boy.
yes, yeah, and we made the schedule for Friday, and in my head I'm like, oh my god, that's such a long time. He thought the same thing. We're hanging out tonight, so I know.
She better rush the show so fast. Watch.
I'm like, what time
That's
is it right
good
now?
though.
Yeah.
That's good. That's how it should be. You
Yeah.
should be excited to see that person.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
good.
I'm excited for you, the fact that you have been through all this, the stuff that you want and desire. That
And I did tell the Kurt guy. I told him already, and
You did?
he's so okay with it.
How old is
So,
he?
it don't matter.
You know?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I'm so mad because my intern making cheese back there cracking up.
It don't matter how old he
It
is.
does not matter. As
He's a
long as
little younger.
who gives a crap? You're 26. and
My mom's a cougar. My father is 6 years younger than my mom.
I dated
and-
someone 8 years younger than me.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Age is.
No.
I don't wanna-
As
I don't
long
wanna
as you
pull
are
that R.
legal
Kelly
to
stuff.
drink it with me. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 32, so I will obviously do 21 or 22 or 23
Well, not
or
no 10
whatever.
years. It's
Yes.
a couple years.
Yes, yeah.
But no, he's a good guy, and I explained all that to him, and it was, I'm not with you for that. I'm with you for you, and we'll figure it out when I'm
Oh, that's that's what we all need is for someone to say, "I'll figure it out." You know what I mean? So
Well, I've been told that before. But
we'll see. You know what? We are going to. One thing I love about Sarah. Sarah's not here right now, but one thing I love about Sarah is we manifest things. So we're going to speak it into existence, and we are going to say, "I'm claiming it. This is if he's saying it. That's how it's going to be, and I'm not taking anything negative with it."
Yeah. That's so important.
Yeah.
That's.
But thank you, Sarah, so much. I mean, Sarah. I meant to say
Wow.
Lisa. We were just talking about Lisa. I mean, Sarah. So that's why I said Sarah. But thank you, Lisa, so much for coming on. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too.
Yeah.
I love your show. I
You do.
love what you're doing. I love that you're bringing women together. It's important.
It
We need
is.
it. We really need this.
Okay, before we close up, Lisa. I keep thinking of Sarah.
Sarah, she loves you.
I do. I love Sarah.
Loves you.
But I love Lisa too because it's our first time meeting. I really do like you. Do you have a lot of female friends besides your roommate?
I have the exact besides one girl, my friend Ashley that I met 3 years ago. I have the same exact friends that I grew up with,
Okay.
and no other friends. And I'm grateful for that because we have gone through a lot. You can imagine.
You can go through a lot.
Yeah,
with
we've
friends.
gone through a lot, but I have a solid group of friends and I'm so appreciative of them. But I would love to expand that. I think
Okay.
I've been kind of closed in a little, you know, and I would love to expand that and meet new women.
Sometimes that I feel like a lot of women don't want to meet a lot of women. They don't want to support each other, and
Yeah.
I feel like supporting each other is fun.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
And you don't know who you're going to come across in life because that person that you are going to meet, like Sarah, can bring you steps that you need to be. Like
Yeah.
a lot of your friends probably don't know about the wellness center. Like they know about the wellness centers, but they don't know about the information or the steps to get there.
Yeah.
You might meet a woman that you can come close to, that really close to. She knows the right people to get you where you need to be.
Exactly. Networking is so important.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna start networking, we have to stop hating on each other. We have to stop thinking that we're rivals. and
Yes.
Let's come together. Like
Yep.
I said, everyone can win.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be a competition.
You're gonna need that person for a reason. So like she said, network, get to know women, understand that women come from a deep, maybe a dark or even or a light background. You don't
Yeah.
know. You might need that just because you were in a dark place and they grew up something a little more, stable or whatever. That doesn't mean you guys do not have things in common. That doesn't mean you might not need that person or anything like that. To me, what is an extraordinary woman?
Oh, I would say an extraordinary woman is someone that doesn't place judgment on others, that goes after what she wants, that handles every battle that comes to her. I was telling Patrice earlier today, I messaged her, I'm like, I am having a hard day. And I said, Patrice, I do not feel like an extraordinary woman today. And she uplifted me. And with just a few words, she uplifted me. And I think an extraordinary woman is someone that takes everything that comes to her and turns it into a positive.
Yep.
And we keep pushing.
Yes, an extraordinary woman pushes. She keeps pursuing everything. There's going to be times where you're going to have a little depression, a little anxiety. People are going to try to block your blessing, but you're just going to go right around it. You can even erase them out your little board if you want to.
Yep.
Pull them off your page and go around them. An extraordinary woman fights every battle that is thrown at her and still gets everything done.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
Cherise, I love you. I'm sorry you couldn't be on, but I
miss
appreciate
you.
you. Yeah.
I haven't seen her in years.
I know, that's a long time.
I was excited. I'm like, Cherise is gonna be here.
She's so dope too. You're dope.
Yes,
So
she is.
fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Lisa. I'm Patrice. I'm your host of Women Talk. Tune in next time for the next show of The Bachelor, the most eligible bachelor. So if you are a bachelor or a single woman, or you have 2 bachelors up to be on the show, I have 1 woman, yes. I'll show you at the end. Well, I told you the one first, but, I can't show her. Anyways, I'll show my turn. She thinks the one is really cute. But the next show is called The Most Eligible Bachelor. We are going to do a blind date show for this one. We're going to have 3 women sit behind our board. We're gonna have the Bachelor come up with all the questions he wants for this woman, and he is going to take her on a date, a cute little date. I'm gonna pay for it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. So if you would like to be one of my lovely ladies on the show, please message me. If you want to be the Bachelor for an interview, message me. You could be on, possibly. We're gonna see how the interview questions go. You can be on. It'd be fun. It'd be exciting. So I can't wait. Anyways, this is Patrice. I'm Patrice. This is Women Talk. Have a good day.